Alright, replay review, KissBlade on Johanna. I believe this is a silver game. Garden of Terror. Starting out looking at the comps. First thing uh I jump to is White Mane. White Mane's a hero that tends to warp the game around her because of her extremely high burst healing. Makes it into a good White Mane, it's virtually impossible to burst down anyone that's not her. Even if you try and burst down her, depending on how you do it, you can still have trouble. Um, Counters to that, if you do want to try and burst someone down, is a way to take White Mane out of the fight. Your team doesn't really have that, short of just straight up stunning her, or perhaps silence and tomb. You could try anti-heal. You don't really have that. Johanna does have an anti-heal talent at 7 since exposed, but it's not that great. It's debatable if 35% anti-heal is even going to make a difference. I wouldn't really go it for White Mane personally. Or you could try and kill White Mane, which again, if you don't CC her, she's going to just probably heal herself back up, so you can have to CC her, which you can do if you particularly want to. Blessed Shield, Rain of Vengeance, Silence and Tomb. But the other good news is your team doesn't really have to burst someone down. You've got a Vol who's great for playing sustained fights. Orphea does do burst really well, but she can also play for sustain with her cooldown reduction. So you can kind of just play front to back, slowly whittle them down. And Alexstrasza is great at slow fights with her W, um, just keeping everyone topped up between trades. So you can just play for that, which is probably what I would do. Um, In the off lane, you've got Leoric versus Rag. Matchup-wise, it's kind of a net neutral. Leoric slightly favored, I would say. There really shouldn't be much of trouble for either of them here. Rag does have Lava Wave if he goes it, which he probably will, which is probably going to do more soaking than Leoric's going to do. Not really Leoric's fault, just how Lava Wave works. Rag also has Molten Core, which can help out in an objective fight or try and deny some objective push if you get that. Leo is also fine. He has a tomb. He's good into Diablo. Lots of fat targets to entomb. I don't really see any problems there. Your tank matchups, Johanna specifically, into Diablo. Uh, Find no hard counters in either direction. Uh, they don't really have a way to burst through your Iron Skin, so Johanna should be fine into their entire team. Um, you can stop Diablo from charging out. He can't charge to you if you happen to be a way out. Well, he can. He just can't charge you back and get that extra distance, especially if you're body blocking him. Um, he can. There is sort of an attack for Diablo where he can charge Johanna, flip her, and then Lightning Breath, force her to pop Iron Skin, and then burn through the Iron Skin. But that kind of works better when there's someone else who can also help burn through Iron Skin, usually with Jaina, which they don't have. They do have Greymane, who can threaten you a little bit, but you also have Blinds, um, which actually suits with Greymane quite a lot in multiple ways. He likes to go and immediately kill someone, blind screw with that. He also has his W that he wants to see active by basic attacking, and you can deny that with your blind. Actually, if he doesn't take the level 1, that increases his W duration. A well-timed double blind will completely negate his W and force him to drop it. Even if he does, which he probably will, it makes his W last 4 seconds. You have a combined 3 seconds between blind charges if you base them perfectly. So you can still look for opportunities to make him drop his W if you're paying attention. And a Greymane with no W is very sad. So how I'd play this fight is kind of just play it slow, let Vala do stuff. If you find a good blessed opportunity, take it by all means, but don't commit too hard because White Mane it may just heal everything back up. But you should definitely win the sustain war. Look to blind Greymane when he's being an issue or as much as possible, and you should be fine. Also, in a sustained fight, a good White Mane doesn't struggle with this as much, but White Mane is generally not known for her sustain. A bad White Mane will go out of mana trying to sustain everyone. Good White Manes should probably be fine. Anyway, let's see how this plays out.
Ah, well met, friend. We'll do
Ah,
this together.
okay. I like where your work's going. Off lane is usually on these kinds of maps where offlane or objective spawns in variable places, like Garden, Tomb, or sorry, not Tomb, Cursed, Alterac, offlane wants to be opposite objective. Oh, that's good. On Garden, the first objective will always spawn bot, so offlane can go top. So I like the fact that your Leoric understands that. He could go mid to help you out. You could go top. Both have advantages. Don't hate him going top immediately. I also like you saying Orf bot. That's probably your optimal lane setup. You want follow with you as your main DPS, or if you can just clear bot and chill. Follow and W build, that's kind of awkward. As long as she uses Magic Core, it should be fine. Alright. Bathing towards Spush immediately is great. Get that vision control. Get that suck. Nice. Alright. You don't need to pop D there. The big part of Johanna's skill is knowing when to pop D. You're not actually threatened right now. Especially like immediately, you're just getting a suck off. Your D is your biggest resource, besides, you know, Blessed Shield, but D is your I can't die button, is your escape. It's both gets you out and also can let you go in. If you need to walk at people to get a really valuable suck off, you can press D so they can't CC you. Right there was no reason to use D, so now your not die button is on cooldown if you are threatened later or are under CC. Like if, say, Diablo, after Iron Skin runs out, it's about to run out. If you continue walking forward, Diablo fits you and charges you back, you might be in trouble. Alright, I just walk up and suck the wave. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I can't see what's happening because camera control. Again. Just looking at yourself, you didn't really see that happening. I have standard Buster in the mid. Like what's happening though. You're missing boss soak. He's gonna walk into towers in a second, and you're gonna start losing them. So, frankly, probably about. I mean, as soon as this wave's cleared, really, like here, I wouldn't even look for the suck on Rayman here. I'd just go for the wave, because wait, that wave is about to crash like right now. The quicker you clear this and get bot, the better. Well, it does want stacks, of course. Like, all right, I start rotating bot right now. Make sure you don't miss this. Yeah, and now you not going bot here is definitely troll. I mean, these guys probably don't think so, but you do.
I need to pull back.
Leoric does not want to be bot. You want to be, well, ideally Orphea wants to be bot, like you said immediately. But again, Stormlee's gonna Storm League. If they're not gonna do it, you have to. So you've missed an entire wave bot at this point. I'll still head next beat because you killed like their entire team mid. Still not worth. And I just used W on wave. You're not really gonna get this kill. Again, also bad D usage. There's no threat to you right now. There's no CC on you, no damage on you, no need to use D. Kinda insane how there's anything like this. Surely you don't lose this, right? Alright. I don't hate sitting in a bush, but also you could look to gank bot. I don't hate just sitting here, though. It's not, don't get me wrong, I would definitely look bot. But this is fine. Because there's nothing really to do mid here, right? Your fellows like down there, people up down there. There's no like threat here. If they step up, what are you gonna do? I like that. Really good. You see they're coming up, you ping them. That's excellent. Alright. I'm gonna walk up and queue that guy for Vala. Suck this wave. I would just suck the wave. So if you didn't know, your W does 300% 3 times damage to minions. WQ does almost clears a wave. WQ plus E is very close. In the early levels, later levels, it will clear a wave. Especially once you have hammers. So this is kind of like just pointless brawl. You're not going to get a kill here. I'd go bot because no one's bot and there's a wave there. Definitely, Orpheus not bot either. There's definitely no one there, and Greymane's about to get your tower. The usage, go back and look at that. I'm gonna guess it was a bad D. Fine, good kill. Don't need you again. Greymane bot. Yeah, don't need to use D there. There's not that much damage on you. And you really want to use the, I want to say conservatively, it is a 20-second cooldown, and if you use it too safely, you will just get bursted down and die, or get bursted down because you didn't use D and then have to go back from the fight. Yeah, okay, so you've lost your entire wall here. As I was saying before, you don't want to use it too conservatively, but you want to use it when it's going to get value. Yeah, but you've lost your entire wall here because you didn't rotate. Again, technically not something you should have done. Ideally, you don't need to rotate bot, but no one was rotating bot, so it should be you. Grab that tap. Excellent. You can step up and try and hit stuff. See, having D up here means you can step up and hit the minions, and Greymane can't really trade into you. W these minions. And W 3 times damage to minions. Whenever there's a wave, just WQ it. Don't leave those minions, those are free XP. Good flank though. That should be a kill. Nice. Alright, peel back. Nice. That's just a dupe proc right there. Huge. Big kills. Very good. Alright. Well played. Nice. I just go clear mid wave or bot wave. Either one. Probably bot wave. No one's going. Bot wave, dude. There you go.
Nice choice.
Some minions here, though. Honestly, Johanna's a good tank in general. I particularly like her in Stormleap because of this wave clear. Alright, you missed that minion, though. Angle yourself better. But just the ability to play a tank, also Q the minions. Don't be afraid to just use your abilities. Also, I would just back here. You're low on mana. You have no tap. You're gonna walk into this fight and have no mana. Or clear mid. If not backing, clear mid at least. Oh, please tell me you clear this. Nice. Alright, managed to get this all. Keep the minions. Keep the minions. Yeah, your standard wave clear. You suck them all in. Step to the side a little bit. Get a Q on all of them. Get E on all of them, and just start auto attacking what's left. Maybe you can even double E. Alright. Fighting for the seed, or you're not. Looks like you're not. Which is fine. It's on their side. The Diablo was showing bot though. Missed him, you're never gonna kill this Greymane. Got the what's the globe? Alright, tap, good. Nice, I like the focus on the wave there. You can't kill a Greymane, but you can get rid of all the minions so he can't push. Alright, D, yeah, D's useless there. I mean, T is damaging you, but you have plenty of health to spare. It's better to use it when he actually thinks he can go for the kill. Because he's not gonna... Okay, he kind of did break the shield. It's not awful. Better than others. I still would have saved it. Alright, I like this. You see that your team's going in, you cancel your back to go secure the kill. Very good. Oh, no mana. Alright, good. Excellent. Honestly, well played, playing Johanna in fights very well so far. So far, your weakness is the rotates and looking for opportunities to clear. Because again, not technically something optimal for Johanna to just walk off and go clear a wave by herself, but SL's gonna SL. Sometimes you gotta. And sometimes it is optimal to go walk off and clear away by yourself. I would have stayed mid and protected your Val. These guys have the camp. What's happening top though? You're losing top for it.
We're on our way to winning.
Soon you will have another seed to gather,
Oh, you
heroes.
need me now. I see.
It won't be long
Now see, this is awkward. You don't... So, I would not send everyone up for this Ragnaros. That's actually really awkward. Yeah, so... You're probably going to get this frag kill. Excellent. You personally didn't even contribute. Clear this way before you leave, Mr. Minion.
I'm off to
This,
this
your
village
key was
in the
off.
area.
But now you're going to lose this, seed now. It's awkward. That was 3 out of 3 if you could get it. And you were up 10. That, like, really wasn't worth 4 people. Having, say, Orphea go up alone is fine. Having your entire team go up alone completely negates your 10 advantage. You don't get a level 10 versus level 9 team fight. You don't get seed. Although they haven't captured it yet, you still could get seed, but they have 10, so it's going to be awkward. I just shielded the Grey Mane. Nice. Kill that guy. See, you're seeing the White Mane. Look how long this Grey Mane is living. Alright, fortunately, White Mane didn't heal quite enough. Did she even use her ult? Oh, she didn't pick her ult. Alright, she's kind of trolling. Nice, and you win this, because White Mane didn't pick an ult. If White Mane has an ult there, like literally either one, this gets significantly harder for you. Good team fight, though. That hurts. Alright, got this. Alright, where do you push with this? I would say mid. You need to tap. I would not back here. Also, you missed that. You missed that. Don't back. Please don't back. Okay, so you have objectives pushing right now, and you're off in Narnia, going to the worst lane to push. Right. So, if I had to guess, you're picking that because you want the XP, which I don't hate. XP's good, but you're already 2 levels up, first of all, and second of all, you've got things to push. So see, yeah, you weren't there for that objective. Yeah, so yeah, you have this. You could definitely go and heal to full. Orphea has no mana. Does Orphea have a tap available? Orphea has a tap available. She should just tap. Yeah, because they just get to clear this for free. This was your best push. They get to clear this for free. You're just here doing nothing. Alright, yeah, what are you doing here? There's no follow-up. Don't fight them. Just go bot or top. Yeah, you had to burn D there unnecessarily. It'll be up, granted. Ooh, what's happening to Orphea? You could rotate back on that. You're really not going to get any force out of this. That's rough. Step up and hit something. That's really rough. Nice. Oh, Diablo screwed up his combo. You didn't really need to D. Did you need to D? I don't think you needed to D. You could have just stepped out of the APOC. Were you even in APOC? Yeah, you could have just stepped out of that APOC and not needed to D. Alright, so to recap this play, don't back, first of all. You have the Alex there to heal you to full. Push mid. If you do back, you go mid, but there's nothing there. So don't go mid in the first place. Just go bot or top and secure a fort. Probably bot, because that's where more of your people were. But once you did go mid, and you started to rotate, you saw a Grey Mane pushed up here, fighting your Orphea. You could have rotated back on him, gotten a shield, and gotten a kill. You went down here and kind of did nothing because you didn't actually push with the terror or the minion wave. Just kind of stood there while they killed it. You definitely could. You could have secured at least one fort here. Shield that Grey Mane. Aw, good try. I like the fact that you did try to shield there, though. What's happening with this Diablo here? Right. Aw, good thing. Throw a blind in there. Okay. Good eye for that gray main on your follow. Good peel. Counter engage. And you've been playing like the team fights. You've been playing very well. I don't really have much to say as far as the team fights. However, I will say I haven't been. I just kind of noticed I haven't really been looking every time. Plus your blessed hammer is literally on cooldown, or at the very least before you use an ability. The CDR on these things is insane, and they get so much damage. There is optimizations to that, but what I'd say is that whenever you're fighting someone and they are off cooldown, just press the button immediately. You can also, if you have the spare mana, you can also use your abilities on buildings to get more hammers procs.
I'm heading over here.
Actually, I want to take a look at that entire last fight and see what your hammer's usage was. Ba 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 ba. Da 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 da. Alright, things are happening. Hammers right now. Yep, not pressing hammers. Alright, there's your hammers. Finally, you get one hammers proc off this fight. Is there any on these guys for hammers CDR?
There will always be more.
If you throw an E on these guys, you get hammers back. Alright, hammers wasn't necessary there.
Good work.
Hammers. Or hammers now. Actually, hammers as you're sucking him in would have been better. Alright, so you got one relevant hammers proc off. The second hammers proc didn't really count. It didn't do anything to... I mean, it hit buildings, it didn't hit heroes. You got one hammers proc off that fight. You probably could have gotten at least 3 or 4. If you're using it before you cast your abilities and using your blinds to get hammer CDR. Excuse me. So, there we go. I found the gap in your Johanna team fighting hammers usage. Honestly, hammers is just a bust talent. If you're using it just like whenever you can, it will get so much random damage out. It's not hard to top damage numbers as Johanna because of hammers, in all honesty. Like there. It also helps with wave clear immensely. Optimum hammer usage is... I'll show you exactly where to press hammers. Right there. Right now you press hammers right before your W actually hits. And also you're facing all the minions right here. This is optimal placement for hammers. You just didn't press it. Because it spawns hammers, you'll see it. You don't actually press hammers at all. But it will spawn both hammers directly in front of you, so if you're trying to optimize the bursting potential of hammers, you press it right as you're in front of someone. Could clear this wave. Yeah, now once you have hammers, by the way, you just basically one-shot wave. If you walk into wave, press W, and then right before W actually hits, press hammers. Suck them in to the hammers, you press Q, like press E while you're leaving, the wave will be gone. Alright, what's going on over here, though? Hammers, and missing hammers, missing hammers, missing hammers. Alright. That shield does nothing. Yeah, okay. I mean, I like this suck. If you press hammers, you probably get much more damage in. I think you were shielding to save Dithvala, which is fine. Press hammers, yep. Good. Make it out. Oh, watch out. Alright, I want to go back and see that fight in full. So your top lane. Why are they over there? Oh, they're trying to steal the camp with their tank and healer up top. Alright, yeah, it's kind of not on you. Ooh, good APOC combo. Yeah, what kind of troll is that, honestly? Actually, not a bad entomb either. Well played by them.
Seed is sprouting.
Yeah. I mean, what you could have done different. Practically, is not much you could have done there.
I'm heading over here.
After you backed, so you're going to tie out, but
I'm
not
off to
there.
this
Okay,
incredibly
yeah.
interesting
So what you could have done instead is just go here immediately because you see your team wants to invade this camp, and there is enemy team members there. So you could have gone there instead of top. That's how you could have prevented this. By the time you actually get to the fight, it's not what you could have done. Your window has kind of closed. So I realize I'm sending his messages because originally I was saying just go catch the wave your team isn't getting. Here I'm saying you should have gone there. Which mostly just level difference. It's now level 16. And also Alex was kind of going up there anyway, and Ezreman had hooked off. Yeah. When level 16 v 15, you should look for a advantaged fight.
Not fight over it, hmm?
I'm heading over here. Our foes are nearby.
So I would not go into this because you were down a bala. You also go way far past to try and kill that white main and leave your team completely open to their Diablo.
Our foes are nearby.
The first fight you actually played badly. Yeah, like you see this Diablo there, he's got an angle. Yeah, you can't just walk past like that. You don't see the gray main, but just the fact that it's a Diablo there should clue you in that there is follow-up. Alright. Where did you use your D? Back there. Let's see more context on that. If you press hammers there, you might actually be able to kill white main. Yeah, I think that's too early to press D. Yeah, so twice this game you've gone away from your entire team. You'd actually win this though, because Dragon Queen was insane. That was not you that won that team fight though. You contributed practically nothing. That Leoric would have gotten that
Fend them off here.
white main kill himself. Probably.
Let us storm this fort.
No, I don't hit the ping.
Help me recruit these monks.
Those nice hammers again.
On the verge of sprouting. Prepare to gather it.
This wave. It's too late for you to help whatever's happening there. They either win or they lose. Just clear the wave while you're down here. Also mount up while you're moving. Okay, I was wrong. Shield her. Look at that white main healing. That's disgusting. There you go. Shield him. There you go. Nice. Alright, I was wrong. You could make a difference in that fight. Practically it should have been done before you get there, but I guess not. Ooh. Be the mid wave. Don't tank terror shot. Nice. Press hammers. There you go. But you missed the cooldown reduction. You pressed it too late.
I'm heading over here.
That's probably a big takeaway from this game. Just hammers usage. If you use hammers better, you probably gain like 10,000 damage every game. And a lot more wave clear. Like you could have used it to clear those minions. Literally, do not be afraid of wasting hammers. If you're using it before you use your abilities, the cooldown comes back incredibly quickly. Alright, team wants to invade that camp. What are you doing, mid? Well, no. See, you're not there, though. This is... anything that dies here is on you. You could have gotten that camp if you were there, probably. Where'd shield go? Did you miss it? I think you missed it. No one got stunned. Oh, too bad. I didn't walk forward far enough to hit the white main. You're just kind of losing here, aren't you? Yeah. Too late. You didn't use it. You missed the actual burst. Alright, yeah, so that lost team fight was on you. You shouldn't have been mid.
A seed has been planted. It will sprout before you know it.
As far as that call... the call to invade is not great. Yeah, the call to invade is not great. You're down Vala. But if team's going to do it, you better be there. Or if you're not there, you better massively spam ping them to get off. And probably type in chat, like, Vala dead, ping Vala's dead. You didn't say anything else, and you're not there, so this is on you. That way, that white man healing. Alright.
A seed has been planted. It will sprout before you know it.
Don't fight that, please. Yep, walk out. Just walk away. Blind him. Walk away. Pick a talent, please. Alright.
That seed is ready for
Alright, it's all a bait.
yes.
I'm not even gonna give you credit for that because that was kind of dementing.
Head to a healing fountain. Protect this ally.
Good job clearing top. If you wanna take a fight now over that camp, absolutely move in on that. Shield immediately. Shield her. Shield her. Nice. Alright. We got the silence in Teamworth. And you got the shield on Rag. Excellent. Alright, good fight. I would have shielded earlier, but Leo got the Entomb. Like, it's fine to... even if you don't get the initial shield on, it's fine to shield Rag here. Force white mage to step up and then go on her. Or shield the white man right there. Blind does nothing, shield does something. But Rag got it. Good fight.
Until next time. Superbly executed. My. Yet another seed. I trust you know what to do, heroes.
Oh, kill that. What is he doing? Aw, missed the W. He just juked you. Unfortunate. Oh, what's happening? Why? Okay. gonna assume that was like a lag spike or something. Rest your shield, by the way. Your active. There you go. Again, like hammers, you want to press that as often as possible because you get a lot of cooldown reduction from all your blinds. Not as much as hammers. You're usually not putting out like 5 or 6 shields per fight, but you can definitely get like 2 or 3 hammers, by the way. All right, good. Just throw a blind in there. Unfortunate. Put shield as soon as it's off cooldown. All right, good shield. Nice, Invalid just got the objective. Fall back and tap, honestly. Thing that you need to tap, you have no mana. Shield him. Alright, you got him. You pressed your W instead of your shield, though. Shield would have been better. Once you have a mana, shield her. Alright, that also works. That's awkward. Still have no mana. You have like nothing here. Weird D. What are you pinging her for? Just back here, you're not gonna do anything. Just get mana. Alright, I guess you can clear that wave. Mess up your abilities though, so you don't actually get the clear on it. Nice trying position for hammer. I like that. Just back though. Like you have no mana here. If you get into a fight, you're going to go through an ability rotation or 2, then be out of mana and contribute nothing. Shield. Blinded. I was blinded. There you go. See, now you're out of mana. Good blind. Your team saw you there and thought it was okay to keep pushing and fighting. Ooh, blocking the Q. But you actually have no mana, you're not doing anything here. You died with your D up. Saved D a little too much there. You have D, yeah. If you press D, you walk out.
Cautious.
First test the game, out second. Alright, it's first. Oh, I'd never been here before.
The enemy is close.
Alright. Just gonna fast forward to when you're alive. Back to these. Oh, yep, they are hard to kill because of white main. Silence and Tomb is kind of your win condition there. Or a good shield. Okay, you're 4v3 right now. I wouldn't clear these. Your team's team's not actually fighting there. I lie. Alright, you can definitely go for the seed though.
Gather the seed before your enemy does.
Just ignore the wave, go for the seed. Wave. Go for seed. Why you aren't? There's 3 dead. You have 4 people, they have 3 dead. Your Lior's gonna respawn in a second. What are you doing? Just get the seed.
Danger is close.
But why are you pinging danger though? This is a fight you want. Why are you clearing this wave? Like you're shield him. Okay, nice. Alright, good. The suck on him. Nice, good, alright. That was mostly that 20 Dragon Alex. Yeah, that was mostly 20 Dragon Alex damage there, I'll be honest. Just deep. Ah, you can D through that. Alright. What can you look to do? I look to push mid. I like where you are. There you go. Okay, so you use your abilities correctly there. You see what happened to your hammer cooldown and what that wave. Alright. So you walk in, you W it, you pressed your hammer slightly before the W hit, and then you Q'd, E'd, and your hammer is already back off cooldown and the wave is gone. What's happening there? Yeah, what's happening up there while you're trying to 1v1 this Asmodean? Your team's dying. Stop splitting from your team while they're doing stuff. You see people up there, you're continuing to clear this wave. Like, your team is all dying because you're trying to 1v1 this Asmodean. You contribute nothing, your team all dies. This is on you. And now you waste your Blessed Shield and probably die because you turn back to try and kill Ragnaros. For the sake of it, because I will go back and look at the camp call. Camp call was fine, they have one dead. I realize I said I like pushing mid before. But as soon as you see that your team is going for the camp, and not only that, but enemies are showing nearby, you've got to go help them. Because getting that camp is also valid, by the way. Get the camp and set up for a push top, also fine.
Gather the seed.
I'm gonna go back there, because there is definitely... we don't have Alex Dragon, that's true. It's on cooldown. But, I mean... we don't really have that much ults, but they have one down. That's completely worth committing on. Exceptional circumstances aside, 5 will pretty much always win against 4. Because let's see that fight again. Let's see what happens if you're there. All right, so they're here. Get this. I mean, if you're there, you can just shield the Johanna when or the White Mane when she face checks. Okay, this is a little bit troll though. I'll give you that. Half the team wants to go back and Leoric goes forward. But if you're there, you like shield the White Mane. You can throw some shields out. Like they're doing pretty well there. They're not dying quickly at all. If you have a blinded by the light for them, you have some hammers, you throw a shield on White Mane, you could very easily win that. Anyway, I'm gonna stop harping on you for that. Wait, what? I missed you respawning. Alright, you're up.
Back in the fight.
Want to help me before it's too late?
Go to where your team is. Why are you going bot? Leoric can clear this fine. Yeah, like... it's debatable whether you could have gotten there in time. Nice. Or if you get the solo kill.
Want to help me before it's
Yeah, if you just path directly towards that... You don't quite get there in time. Probably not. But you still should be going there. Because you would have been there earlier. You probably could have gotten the shield on the rag if you were there a couple seconds earlier. Secured that kill. Oh, nice. Pop hammers. Shield him. Blinded not needed there, but still, good kill, good find.
every good killing spree must end. Oh, you need me now.
What's happening down here? Yeah, Leoric wins that. Oh, what's happening up here?
I'm off to this incredibly interesting area.
You don't win this 1v1 versus Diablo, by the way. It's his build. see that orb. That was good unstoppable though.
I must retreat, friend.
You have a seed up. You can't back here. Please do not back and give them the seed.
The enemy is close. I must retreat.
Where are you going? Alright, there you go. Best blinded. Nice.
Good work.
You should win this. You can go push top. You can get that siege camp.
I can't do this on my own.
That's fine.
That hero must be taken out.
Okay. You have no follow-up here, though. Like, your team's on a camp.
Soon we'll have another seed.
You can't, you have no push here. You can go mid. I'd clear the wave mid, then look seed.
I'm off
Seed,
to this
should win you the game.
interesting area.
Alright, no one's coming for you. Less blinded, press your D, yep. Get out of that zone. Alright. See that again.
I'm off to this
It's not a horrible idea to go for the rack. I just want to see exactly what happened there. So Orpheus behind. Orpheus not coming. Did you get bulleted? Where'd all your health go? Did you just get like hit by rag damage? This is full Q build rag. That's interesting.
incredibly interesting area.
I just back off as soon as you see no follow up. I just remain damage. Unfortunate. And now you gotta back off though. Got another E for heal. Remember to press your E for healing with your 16. You could have gotten a nice little 10% health heal. Once again though, team's winning this fight for you. Ancient Flame Alex Strauss is kinda OP. Oh, good dodge by that Alex. That's insane. Team might just win the game here. I think this team just win the game here. Oh, nice. Yeah, alright, team just wins the game here. Nice. You win the game here, right? Eventually, they're all dead. Just hit the core. There you go. Figured it out eventually. Yeah, nice hit team. Alright. Alright. Thoughts. First of all, build. Fine. This is standard. You build Johanna. Very good. No complaints about any of these talents. So, as far as playstyle goes, early game, look for chances to clear waves more, especially if your team isn't covering it. You lost some building damage bot, especially because no one was covering it and you didn't go either. Leverage your wave clear. And as you go into late game and your team is taking more fights and taking more risks, you gotta join them more. Especially if they like ping some camp call or whatever. Even if you don't agree with it, you either have to go to them anyway or like spam ping them off and make it very clear that you don't agree with it and you will not be there because you lost multiple fights because you went and cleared a wave that didn't really matter. Because and then they died for it. Actives, use them more. Blessed Hammer especially, just use that pretty much whenever you're fighting, whenever it's off cooldown. you will get insane CDR off of it. Blinded 2, use that whenever your team's just like mildly in danger. They get a nice shield, it'll protect them, and it'll come back. You can usually get, I don't know, 2 or 3 of those off in a long fight. Yep. Don't be afraid to shield people immediately. That wasn't too much of a problem though. Like if this was a competitive game, I would be upping on you to shield immediately more. Storm League game, it's yeah, definitely you can't really expect as soon as someone face checks, as soon as someone gets in your range, shield them, and then you like Genji X strike, and Jaina blink blizzard on top of them and they die. Okay, that's not very realistic for Storm League, but there were definitely some times where you held shield a little too long. Um, Also ND usage as well. Use that when it's actually needed, because when D is off cooldown, you're killable. When D's on cooldown, you're kind of in this flux of Johanna has D, we can't really commit to her too hard, and if we do, you just press D and walk away. So remember remember your D usage. But overall, it was very good. You played most of the team fights very well, especially in the early game. Late game, the team fights you didn't play well were uh, mostly a factor of you just not being there in the first place. Some of the big standout ones that you were there, you didn't necessarily play well. Were this last one where you kind of extended too far and didn't retreat and died. Um, And then there was this one here where you kind of just walked past the Diablo hovering here to go hit their white main and didn't do anything and let their Diablo get in. You were kind of carried by Ancient Flame Alexstrasza at the end, not gonna lie. Um, I kind of get the sense that some of your plays were motivated by you just didn't like this Orphea and were kind of doing whatever she wasn't doing, so you could blame her for not doing it. Um, which is obviously not a good mindset to get in. But overall, I will say you definitely played pretty well. Johanna's a good hero, and it seems like you've been having success with her. So keep it up. Just remember to start grouping with your team later in the game. It almost like you sort of flopped your priorities throughout the game. Early game, you were really staying mid and sticking with your team, and being very protective, but letting your bot wave go when you didn't really need to. Late game, you were going off to clear waves like top and mid, etc., while your team is fighting, and then you're not there for them. Bump those priorities. But anyway, as always, let me know if you have any questions. Um, Overall, you played pretty well this game. Most most of my points of improvement are just ability usage, which is, I mean, these especially are pretty easy to fix. Just literally, whenever hammers off cooldown, press it, etc., etc. Yeah. If you have any questions, let me know. And once again, good luck with your climbing.